Now we are moving on to the next poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo. The poem was written by the famous poet Edward Lear. Let's see what all are happening between the duck and the kangaroo in the lesson. Before that, let's have a brief introduction about the poet. Let's begin the poem. Two friends, the duck and the kangaroo, are about to set out on a long pressure trip. The kangaroo, though happy to carry the duck all the way on the tip of his tail, is wary of her feet wet. What will the duck to do make the kangaroo feel comfortable over the land and sea? Let's find out how they go about it. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Go gracious, how you hope over the fields and the water too, as if you were never would starve. My life is bored in this nasty pond, and I long to go out the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. So for all of a sudden, once a duck was saying to kangaroo that it is very boring my life inside this pond. I want to just go out and I want to explore the world. I want to go out. Can you please lend me out? Can you just take me out to know more about the world? "Please give me a ride on your back," said the duck to the kangaroo. "I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack." So she's saying that, or the duck is saying that, "I will be sitting on your back. I want to just go out. I won't be saying nothing but simply quack." The whole of the long day throughout, we would go to the the jelly bolly, over the land, over the sea. "Please, over the land and over the sea, please take me on a ride. Oh, do," said the duck to the kangaroo. So the duck is saying that, "I just want to explore this world. I want to find out everything new outside this pond. Please do take me on your back and I will be seeing and everything around the world." Said the kangaroo to the duck, "This requires a little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection." So he's saying, or the kangaroo is saying that this journey requires a kind of reflection. Whatever we are doing, we need a reflection of that activity. The same thing, before they are going to that journey, kangaroo is saying that we need a reflection about this journey. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. So he's saying that on the whole, when I'm taking you to for this journey, maybe bringing me luck. And there seems but one objection. Whatever luck is coming, I have one objection for that, which is, "If you let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold." So we know that duck are all the way always in the pond. So he's saying that your feet is, let me speak it very boldly and very firmly, I'm saying that your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. "You would probably give me rheumatism," said the kangaroo. So he's saying that your feet is all the way wet and cold. So if you're coming and sitting on my back, it will be bringing me some kind of sickness, that is rheumatism. It is giving us rheumatism. So you should be taking care of that. Said the duck, "As I sat on the rocks, I have never thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out of the cold, I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I will smoke, all to follow my own dear true love, a kangaroo." So this duck is replying back is that, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought ever that completely. So he is just sitting on the rock and he's saying that I have already thought about all these things. I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet perfectly. We know how the shapes of the conditions of the duck. It will be very flat. So he's saying that web feet neatly. And to keep out of the cold, I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I will smoke. So every day I used to have a cigar, because cigar will be making them hot, because all the way he is wet and very cold inside the pot. So he's saying that, duck is saying that I used to take a cigar. Love of a kangaroo. Said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the midnight pale. So kangaroo is so excited to get the answer and he said that I am ready to take you for this journey. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady. So we know the kangaroo's position, everything. So to balance, please do sit steady. And quite at the end of my tale, so away they went with a hop and a bound. They hopped the whole world 3 times round, and who so happy, oh who, as a duck and the kangaroo. So they just went with the hip and bound, with all sort of things, all the arrangements, everything they started and they just begin off, set out for their journey, and they hope the whole world 3 times round. So keeping this duck on his back, he just turned the world around, or they just came around the world 3 times. And who's so happy? Who is so happy here? Oh, who? As the duck or the kangaroo? So this is a question for us. That is, we have to think the whole world, because the kangaroo is carrying the duck and the duck is sitting on their back. Who is really happy of this journey? Okay, because duck is so happy because to on sit the back and see the whole world and becoming so happy. But here the kangaroo might be more happy, we can think, because it is my perspective that I am thinking that because kangaroo is accepting his wish and giving him and making him happy to travel him the whole world. The same wise, we can also think about the lesson is that we can make others happy. If it is possible for us, we can make the others wish possible and make them happy. That happiness all around will be very much making us very high position, or our mind will be feeling very high. This is all about the poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo. Thank you.